Hello and welcome to another review for XOR. I'm Daniel Waite and this is brought to you in association with Andrew Edney's Movies, Games and Tech.com. Thanks to Andrew for allowing me to make content for his page, and thanks to the publishers and developers for the code. Today's review is Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days, which is available to buy on Steam. Before we go any further, I'd love you to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. Your support helps me to make content and grow my channel. So, let's wait no longer and see what it's all about. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days is a cold and callous gaming experience. There is no rest for the wicked and every mistake is punished. However, once you get to grips with the fundamentals and you understand every survivor's role, you can turn the zombie tide. This hellish survival game will kick you in the balls repeatedly. Furthermore, it will make you scream as you make mistake after mistake. Yet it is truly rewarding and this makes it moorish as hell. This side-scrolling survival adventure title was developed by Boltray Games and published by PikPok. It is a single-player game filled with lore, danger and many twists and turns. You begin with two desperate survivors. Their skills complement one another, but outside influences ensure that things rarely go to plan. Consequently, you must think on your feet and be prepared to run if you wish to stay alive. It is the year 1980. Walton City has fallen to a zombie apocalypse and pockets of survivors hide in houses and shops. Everyone is out for themselves and crime and illegal trading thrive as a consequence. Your pair of survivors must learn to adapt to this new, harsh world or become one with the zombie horde. The setting is fantastic and I love the nod to retro arcades and old school diners. Furthermore, there are newspaper articles and other elements that help to cement your place in the timeline. However, under the veil of death and doom is an underground crime syndicate that wishes to thrive. Do you trust this group of menacing individuals or do you trust your instincts and try to find your path out of the city? Death is permanent and mistakes are costly, yet it is trial and error that sits at the fore. Every expedition requires you to avoid direct contact with the zombies. Sneaking around and stealth killing them is a must. However, occasionally you must tackle each brain muncher head on. Alternatively, you can run for the hills and hope that nothing gets in your way. Each day is split into a night and day element. Survivors may execute tasks around the base such as cooking, crafting, repairing barriers or sleeping. On top of this, they must manage their health, hunger, sanity and exhaustion levels. This is easier said than done, however. You must find ingredients to make food and time to entertain each survivor. Moreover, resources must be scavenged to make weapons, ammo and other important elements of the base. It is a constant juggling act and something that can feel overwhelming. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days focuses on a dark and grim aesthetic. The colour palette is sombre and gritty. Furthermore, there is blood, gore and loss at every corner. The city is decimated and zombies hide in the shadows. As you venture into each location, you must use the dark to your advantage. Additionally, handy hiding spots can be used to avoid confrontation and create a stealth attack. The audio will make your skin crawl. The snarls and moans of each zombie were horrific. Additionally, the creaking of buildings and the scurrying of angry foes will fill you with dread. The soundscape is particularly grim, and this enhances the deadly nature of each expedition. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days can be played with a mouse and keyboard or a gamepad. I tested it with both and was impressed. The simple layout and responsive inputs makes this a dream to play. Moreover, little practice is required to understand the basics. Though you will make mistakes, a handy guide can be accessed if you lose your way. Replay value is at an all-time high. Death is permanent and moving from shelter to shelter is a must if you wish to survive. Furthermore, the constant shifting quests require you to move from place to place if you wish to reach each goal. This fluid approach may annoy gamers who like to set down routes, yet all your upgrades move with you, so there is nothing to fear. Moreover, if you stay in one place too long, the zombie horde is overwhelming and death is all but guaranteed. Although Into the Dead Our Darkest Days is an early access experience, it is fantastic to play. The developer has done an amazing job with every aspect and I loved every minute. Yes, there are some graphical issues and some areas that require balancing, but these elements will be ironed out as the game evolves. Additionally, more scenarios will be added and the game will flourish as a consequence. Accordingly, I think it's amazing and I recommend buying it. Can you escape the city and survive? Sneak, steal and fight your way to survival. Thank you for watching and I hope you like what you've seen. If you have, give the video a like, comment below and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep gaming.